Feels wonderful right now. Temperatures predominantly on into the lower 70s, maybe even some of those upper 60s. So temps actually close to seasonal, slightly above average. Currently at about 73 degrees into El Cajon, 68 into Fallbrook, and 69 out toward Camp Pendleton. We will actually see our temperatures staying slightly above average, but not for long. According to the Climate Prediction Center, the next 6 to 10 day outlook has Southern California and a good chunk of the west stretching all the way through the plains, dealing with temperatures 10 to 30 degrees below normal. Most of that cold air found right out over toward Washington and moving into Idaho and Montana, while warm air moves out over toward the East Coast. Details on that cool down, which also comes with a little bit of rain in just a bit. Guys? So slight breeze in the area. Overall, though, we should see them staying in at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. And further out over toward Poway, 64 degrees currently. Dew points into the 30s, so that is fairly comfortable. If anything, just a tad dry. You might need a little bit of extra moisturizer today, but temperatures warming up for the next few days. All as we have high pressure really skirting its way back to the west. And as a result, we'll see our temperatures really warm with those easterly winds. It is also kicking out a storm a little bit further out into the Pacific. Once this high pressure decides to weaken a bit, low will move back on in, and that's what we will see on Friday. Not only drop our temperatures, but bring scattered showers and open the door for more series of storms to come our way, at least through the first half of next work week. So really, if you like the heat, get out there, enjoy your ice cream cone for about the next 2 or 3 days, because it's all about to change. Here's your temperature forecast. 7 o'clock tonight, the Holiday Bowl getting to an end. You can see temps valuing on into the upper 50s. 57 out over toward Poway and about 56 into Encinitas as you maybe come back from dinner as well. Now tomorrow morning, yet again, we're starting out with clear skies and values. I know they're cold, but you just have to remember it's December. This is actually seasonal for us. Into the mid 40s for Lakeside and El Cajon, the lower 50s in Chula Vista. That's actually a tad warmer than normal. Typically, you're on into the mid to upper 40s. By 12 o'clock, though, look at these values. 73 Ramona. You can top that in Escondido and Poway. 74 the coast into downtown, the upper 60s. Usually, you're only on into the mid 60s, and I actually think you'll climb a little bit further. But Thursday is the day we should see our temperatures actually peak on into the upper 70s, near the 80-degree mark for a good chunk of area right along I-15 and the coast, climbing on into the mid 70s. Details on the cool climbing up to about 69 degrees, typically only 64. We'll jump another 5 tomorrow, and then maybe another 5 as we head on in through about Thursday. With this, your temperature forecast for you tonight, it's staying clear. You'll notice at around 11 p.m., 56 degrees, starting tomorrow morning at around 50, but by 11 a.m. already into the upper 60s, shedding those sweaters. Inland areas at around 5 a.m. waking up in the 40s, but quickly into the lower 70s by 11 a.m. You, in fact, will climb into the upper 70s. We're still watching 2 storm systems. You can see the first one, the area shaded in red, forecast to move through Southern California by Friday, bringing rain and colder air. The second one on down for your New Year's Eve plans. Details in your 7-day forecast next, guys. Where they were the last 24 hours, and they will continue this climb at least through Thursday. Right now, 11 degrees warmer in Ramona. Campo, you are 15 degrees warmer, and even Encinitas at about 3. I think everyone will see those temperatures really dramatically jump tomorrow as we soar well above average, although not quite record-breaking heat. Currently, we're looking at 66 into Escondido, the same value into Chula Vista, and Alpine on into the mid-60s. Broad look happening across the country. We're still waiting for the storm system to head out over toward the New England area, as well as the northeast. That's going to dump tremendous amounts of snow on that area. A little bit of rainfall coming down throughout Louisiana, and obviously some more snow coming down through the Pacific Northwest. So with that, there are winter storm watches that are up from parts of Massachusetts all the way through Maine until noon on Friday. Snow anticipated at about 6 inches with gusts closer to about 30 miles per hour. Back along the west coast, you see a lot of pinks and purples. The pinks, winter storm warnings that are up for a good chunk of Idaho, as well as even into Montana, and the area shaded in purple, winter weather advisories. Those will continue until 11 a.m. on Wednesday. Back here at home, where we do not have winter weather, we have temperatures a lot more similar to what we see, I'd say, in the spring, and maybe even some summer values. So heading out to the waters, fair conditions for you surfers. Your high tide coming in just before 8 a.m. at almost 6 feet. Need a chest-high sets. 7-day forecast, 73 degrees tomorrow, jumping to 76 on Thursday. That'll be your warmest day before we start to cool off Friday with rain.